Me. Commander B told me that a ship of Earth's cyborgs was launched into space from a base in Africa, but was apprehended. I also heard that these cyborgs are put onto a planet, which remains undisclosed for obvious reasons, and there are programs in place that try to discontinue their AI programming and turn them into normal humans again. I was told that it's very difficult for them because being a Borg is all they know and they tend to be cantankerous and vicious at times no matter what state they're in. Commanders, are these things true and what can you add to what we have learned? Commander Aaron, hello Sharon. Me, hi Commander. What do you know on this subject? Commander Aaron, they've tried to do this across the galaxy already. Me, wow. See, Earth isn't the first place they've tried to make robots out of us. Arguably, any lower frequency planet could experience raids and people could be stolen for this purpose. And it's happened. There was planet Alpha XE in the Centaurus system that was raided. They got 50 people who were used. All the people died. Me, that's terrible. See, many of them were children. Children are more flexible and inclined to endure whatever adults tell them to do, at least on Earth they are. Ours are more inclined to say no, but then they have nothing to fear from us. On Earth children are typically made to be submissive, and many children have been taken and even enticed into going through the process of cyborg changes because they've been told that that's what a true human really is, a cyborg. Me, they're doing that now. Making electronic zombies out of everyone connected to their phones. Making electronics an indispensable way of life, and eventually if they get their way, which they won't, they want to connect us up to Starlink. See, yes, they do plan to, but for many this won't happen. There are always your lower timelines, but we'll have them in stasis so they won't be able to affect the rest of the galaxy. Eventually they'll run out of energy and the timeline will die. Me, interesting. So how do they go through this process? Commander Hara, typically through mind wiping, wiping out memories of the child ever having a parent. Then they go through conditioning where they tell the child that being of flesh and blood is vile and AI is the better way. The child is going through the same programming your children do. They shoot at targets on computers and hunt down zombies, the same sorts of things. This is all mind conditioning. Me, I know. It has far more serious consequences than we realize. It's all social engineering and people fall for it, generation after generation. They also enact programming such as the Monarch programming where they abuse the children. That way the children learn that adult humans are bad and they learn to hate them. They're told that when they go through the transformation process to cyborg, the adult humans will be less powerful than they are. So they indulge in a scheme of manipulations where the child learns they are more powerful as a cyborg and nobody can ever harm them again. Me, that doesn't surprise me, to be honest. No, it's horrible what they do to humanity. Your entire world has been raped and savaged by these beasts. Thankfully, we're stopping it now. Me, yes, thankfully. Now, Commander Mark Arl, can you tell me where this is being done? Commander Mark Arl, in your dumps. Me, but these dumps are being closed down. There are still more. Don't underestimate the thoroughness with which they've created this empire of theirs. They've had a long time to do it, and they have been very thorough at ruling every square inch of your world and your minds. And yes, the children being taken from your dumps are not only sacrificial humanoids, they are also cyborg children in the process of being converted. Me, you'd think people would realize that if robots were so much smarter and better than humans, they wouldn't need a human to start off with. That's pretty obvious. Technology is not superior. A human can't create anything superior to itself. That's our one limitation. Me, yes, that makes sense. The dump that was cited by my contact was in Africa. Are they still working there? Yes, it's still active in many ways, as is South America. North America and Europe are more clear of negative activity than the rest of the world. Although rescues and dump destruction is ongoing everywhere including Antarctica. Me, thanks for that. What do these cyborgs end up looking like? Do they grow to the same size as a full-grown human? They can adjust the thyroid to create limbs that are longer than an adult human, shorter than an adult. They can create a 10-foot-tall human with long legs and long arms if they want to. Human DNA is very flexible, and the Earthlings even more. They can put more arms and more legs on it if they want to. They can give the cyborg a tail. Yes, the fleshly body they see as the weak part, so they will grow on parts of metal that will encase the heart and chest area because that's a vulnerable area. The heat will also grow a metal exoskeleton to protect the brain, but this also serves as a magnet for their telepathic or electronic communications. Me, sounds like people who have voice of God technology piped into their heads. CM, yes. That's one reason they do this. They also have other designs for the rest of the human race, which include your hearing their voices in your heads all day and all night long. Me, talk about total control. This is sickening. CM, they're evil. There is no word to describe the disregard they have for human life. No words. It's indescribable. Even our sages fail to be able to describe what they do adequately. It's beyond human comprehension. Me, yes. Now have you fought off ships, or had combat with these cyborgs from Earth or from other worlds that have been created by them? CM, yes, of course. Your armies fight them off as well. Me, oh geez. I heard they were getting them new technology. Do these cyborgs fly? Commander Aaron, some of them can. Me, it sounds like the kind of stuff we see on cartoons. See, does that surprise you? They have to tell you what they're doing to you. So they find ways to show you and call it entertainment. Me, can they transform as well? See, shapeshift? Yes. Me, all you have to do is do a search on Google and you can see how popular this cyborg stuff is. Wow. So they shapeshift. What can they shapeshift into? Are they limited? See, no, they can turn into a kitten or they can turn into a bird. The only limitation is their mind, and their mind tends to atrophy around 7 years old, so understand that the children that you're fighting as cyborgs have the mentality of a child. They don't grow up before they're overtaken. The adult mind would most likely fight the cyborg, and the mind is strong enough. A child's mind that has not reached adulthood is not developed enough to reason. So they are easier to control, and they are less likely to fight off their electronics. Me, wow. This is interesting. Thank you, commanders, for this look into cyborgism. I wish people would stop entertaining themselves with this stuff because they're only fueling dark programming on the AI timelines. See, yes, it would make our lives more simple. Me, thank you for your time. See, we'll speak with you again. So there you go, folks. There are ships full of shapeshifting 7-year-olds with high-powered energetic weapons being launched from this Earth. If that doesn't scare you, what would? Be careful where you look, folks, because while you're looking at COVID, they're advancing the cyborg issue with your kids.